kind of the two programs we want to talk about in terms of helping the platforms to grow. In this section, I'll talk about the Catalyst Jobtech Accelerator. And I think the quick question is like, what is the Catalyst Fund? So a bit of background about Catalyst Fund. It's an accelerator program that has been around for about 7 years now. And in that period, we have accelerated about 61 companies across the fintech space. They have just gotten another additional 10 new companies recently, now in the kind of climate resilience space as well. Through the program, we've been able to reach 14 million low-income earners, but also we have a big circle of investors where about 118 of them are in Africa, whereas globally we have about more than 150. And with the Catalyst Fund, what we do, we offer venture building support to our early stage startups, and we already have like an NPS of about 95 among all of them. And the startups that we've been able to accelerate have actually been able to raise more money. As of a couple of months ago, we saw about $56 million among those 61 companies. And we have a high survival rate of about 88%. That's kind of like a big picture, everything. So next slide. So when we say what we offer as Catalyst, both the fund and accelerator, what do we offer to the digital platforms? When you join the accelerator, we are offering a bespoke venture building time with a team of dedicated builders and operators, and plugging in on a bigger network of the BFA team, be able to actually spend time with you. And I'll dig deeper more in the next slide. We're going to offer you patient capital, understandably, because it's challenging at being an early stage startups in a new space. How are you able to navigate the ins and outs on everything, but also being able to test out new ideas? So we're offering that capital to be able to analyze that. And then definitely giving you access to the 100+ global investors that we already have in our circle. So to dig deeper a bit on the venture building support, next slide. When we talk about this, is we think about acceleration for about 6 months, and we go deeper into like these sectors. So we can take you through like understanding your customer, which can either be the platform users or the end users as well, understanding how they actually use, going and understanding a platform and looking at the UI UX, how are people interacting with it, how is the flow and everything. But understanding also like how do you market as a business and create sales as you're continuing, and things like product. Do you want to have a new innovation? We've had to test out new, in terms of helping new platforms think about how do you create revenue, for example, and how the different methods are able to do that. But I think as the theme we've mentioned is data is a key thing. So we can help you think about how do you collect data, what type of data is important. And I think there's one question about decent work is just encouraging, like, how do you track that you're offering decent work on your platform? We're able to do that. But given that these are startups, of course, the next question is like, how can I be able to invest and being able to go to the next step? So we will be able to support you and take you through in terms of investment readiness and help you do. In the next 3 years, we are going to accelerate 8 companies, 4 in the first cohort and the next cohort in about a year from now. And we're looking at these 10 countries, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, Senegal, Ethiopia, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Sudan, and South Sudan. If you're in those countries and you're a platform, then early stage platform, please apply. But given what our expertise are, we'll start actually working with the countries we've highlighted in teal, being Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, Senegal, and Ethiopia, with the hope that we'll be able to go to the other countries in the next cohort. So what are we looking for in case you want to apply? Definitely innovation is a key thing. We want something new and interesting and a product that we actually be able to like test out different models. Being able to kind of do inclusion and scale as part of Jobtech Alliance is key. Thinking about like if the grant money is small grant money, but if we're able to give you what additionality can actually bring to your company, if in those 10 countries, definitely it works. Our focus is early stage. So it really means at least you need to have a product, an MVP product at least, and have some few customers. And then we can be able actually to help with that. If from older grower stage, don't worry, the lab, and Chris will talk a lot about it, you have an opportunity to work there. But given that also we want to build this whole ecosystem and learning agenda, we have a learning potential of like, what new things are we learning and how we're able to actually move to the next step.